We feel really good going into the third season. Patrick last year brought real stability to the squad, to the team, in terms of the direction and how we want to play on the field. Has raised the standards of training and really put his stamp on the team. And so we've had some turnover in the off-season. We're really pleased with the squad we have now. The team is settled. We've had players that have been here from day one, like David, Tommy Mack. RJ joined us in year one as well. So there's guys that know what the club is about. They're going to be able to integrate and we're going to hit the ground running in year three, and it just feels more settled. You know, it's going to be another challenge, of course, because as we've learned the first 2 years, we're a big game. We're an important team for all of our opponents, and we like that. We like the pressure that we have to represent this great club, but we feel really good. We feel good about our squad. We feel good about going into our third season. The experience that Patrick got last year in MLS is only going to help him, and to see him come in as a first-year coach, a foreigner coming into MLS, which is not easy to adapt to the style of play and the way the league plays and operates as well with his different rules. He's just continued to be a real leader and has brought a presence to the club, and you know, he's excited. You could see now that there's more comfort in terms of his expectations of you know, the opponents and what this year is going to be like. But you know, he never stops learning. He never stops thinking about decisions and what he needs to do. You know, and he continues to be a person who also asks for support and asks questions and about himself, about his coaching staff, and he's been a great addition, of course, to us, but I think to the league overall, to see a young foreign coach come in and do such a great job and be bold enough to bring a real style, because many times you hear coaches say that they want to play a certain style of play, but he's said it and he's put his stamp onto the team, and it's very clear that the players have a comfort knowing that there's a real clear vision in terms of how we want to play, and to be able to execute that, I think is a big reward for Patrick. And so, you know, it's another challenging year for him, but he's really looking forward to it. I think we're a step further because of the work that was done last year. So you could see that a lot of the training and the information is a little bit further along. Last year was starting literally from step one in terms of how we wanted the team to play, how we wanted the team to build from the back, how they wanted to play through midfield, how they wanted to defend. He seems to have started a couple of steps ahead with the training, and the players from last year that were around are passing on a lot of the information. You could see that because they've heard Patrick's information and from the coaching staff, that there's a lot of conversations happening about what to expect and what to do and how the team needs to play. And besides that, a lot of the players who have joined us watched us play, so they were able to see the team in action last year, and so a lot of the new players have always mentioned that they watch the team play, so they already come in with an understanding of what's expected. And so it does feel like we're further along, and hopefully that will start the season quicker and have a good start to the season because of last year already having that experience with Patrick. Going into the off-season, you know, the first bit of work we were doing was tying down RJ and Tommy into long-term deals, and you know, they've earned it. You know, they've been great for the club, you know, not just on the field but off the field as well. They've had a real connection to our fans. They're local guys, but really they've earned it. They've done a great job. They've performed, and you know, whether it's defending, whether it's scoring, creating, both RJ and Tommy have done it. And so for us, when we met at the end of last season, it was important that we locked them down to a long-term contract. At the same time, we challenged them that we want more. You know, we want them to also not have this contract as a sort of an end, but as a beginning of a next chapter in their careers. And you know, we really want to challenge them to become better and more influential within the team and also off the field as well. So a lot of the players that have been here from day one, you know, they have to help the new players settle in and adapt and take that role as well. So they're really looking forward to it. I think it's great. You know, I think they deserve it, and we're excited about the next chapter in their careers with New York City Football Club. So we had a big turnover in the off-season. It was important for us to freshen up the squad, and you know, with that, there's always difficult decisions that we need to take, and always with the idea of what's important for the club and the next step and the next version of our team moving forward. And we felt it was important that we needed to freshen it up, bring in some younger players, bring in some American players as well, which we did from the league, and have players that overall want to be here. I think that in our recruitment, you know, we we looked at it, we started the discussions on how we want this team to look the day after our season ended. We put a plan together, and I think the plan has really taken shape, and we're really happy about that. The coaching staff, our recruitment staff did a great job in the offseason to make sure that we identified targets, and we're really happy with the additions we've added to the team. And what we wanted is to make sure that we have competition in places, and that's what we have now. We have depth, we have players that can play many different positions as well, which is important. We've had to be patient as well because Patrick and the coaching staff would have hoped to have many players earlier, and that's understandable, but we stuck to our plan, and we're really, really pleased with the squad we have going into the 2017 season. From my view, it's just great to see the energy that the new players have brought to the squad has been fantastic. They've been really welcomed by everybody, the coaching staff, the support staff as well, and it's great to hear, and speaking to all the new players individually, how they feel really welcome, they feel and sense the family atmosphere that this club is very important. So, that's part of our core beliefs here in terms of creating the right culture. It's something that, it's actions, it's not words, and in my role, what I'm really proud about is how everybody's come together with one mission, and that's to use preseason as a preparation for the season in every single way possible, and that's happening. So it's been a good preseason. Of course, you get the games, you get the fitness, but the most important thing really is the togetherness that you feel and you see, and we're looking forward to the season. Our supporters have been amazing. I always amazed by the atmosphere that they've created, their knowledge of the game, the emotion they bring to it every single week. They've lifted us last year in games when we needed them, and they've been unbelievable. I've said it many times that it continues to just surprise me to see how big of a fan base we have, how supportive, how much love they have for the club in such a short period, and we feel it, we hear it, we see it everywhere we go, whether it's in walking through New York City, or whether it's obviously on game days, when they travel with us all over the country. And I think without their support, we really won't have a chance to win. So the players know that the fans, they play for them. They're with us in the good times. They also share our griefs, and we always have those as well. But above more than anything is their incredible support they've had for the team, and love for the players has been amazing. So we're going to need them again. It's important that they take this ride and journey with us, and we know that they're going to be a big part of our success this year and for years to come.